What's up guys, I'm Phoenix Master 1 and welcome back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes. Today I'm going to be summoning on the Winter banner and also some of the other banners which I haven't summoned on. Haven't really made a summoning video in a while. So from the Winter banner, Fomortiis is definitely going to be my top priority. I really like Hortensia as well. She's such an amazing unit. The only thing that she's missing compared to Hortensia is the fact that she cannot run Soaring Echo. But still, her support is so good. I'm really happy that they gave her Ice Lock because I cannot wait to give that to my Mercedes. So hopefully I can get 2 copies of her. That would be ideal for me. And I'm going to be summoning on the Greenstones for Shez. Okay, Camilla. The new Disarm is definitely really good. And there is Alear. I mean, he's not the most insane unit, but I think people are going to be getting surprised at times when he tanks things and kills your units, because this unit has got so much true damage with the brave hits. I still like Legendary Alear as an Omni tank. Okay, it seems like Alear summoning it is. It seems like the protagonist duos seems to be like the tradition of Winter, or maybe the villains getting one with Winter Black Knight and Fomortiis, which I definitely appreciate. You know, doing things like that, because FEH is the perfect spin-off game for doing all those kinds of things, giving these kinds of seasonals to these units. I know some people might think, I mean, it's kind of reducing their seriousness or, you know, compromising their character, but I think it's, you know, fun to give them ults like this. And this is a Sparkable Shield fighter, so even if you don't care about Fomortiis as a character, he is really strong as a tank. They have kind of tried to make him this kind of unit who doesn't need the Marthring. And I mean, if you're using him in Summoner Duels or something like that, or like Arena Assault, and if you have already occupied your Marthring on someone, then, I mean, yeah, he could at least take the first hit with Aegis. But after that, he's gonna be dying to the double hit or something like that. Similar to the trailer against Summer Petra, who we don't even, like, see that much. Right? Come on, Hortensia, you just gotta show 2 times. And that's it. The Ice Lock is incredible for the extra action. The ice that he could set up. Okay, double Leon. Okay, no Valbar here. I'm not sure why Leon is showing up here. A lot of people were surprised that Ectinier was the free unit, despite being so popular. But the thing is that, like, I've had this theory that they put these popular characters in the grail pool or as the free unit many times, you could see, just so that people are trying to plus and merge them. And for plus and merging them, you need grails. And for grails, you need to play ether raids. And for succeeding in ether raids, you need some of the powerful units, like Brave Felix, for example, or Attuned Temera for tanking. So you need these kinds of units for which you might have to summon for, and they might not be your favorite, but they will help you get the easy grails, and it is gonna be relatively smooth sailing. So I think it's a whole funnel type of thing with putting popular characters in the grail pool. Alright, yeah, no luck so far with the focus units, unfortunately. Okay, I'm gonna get Ishtar. One of the best resplendent arts here. And I just wish they would let healers get some kind of updated slotty skill. Like, even Slice of Sparrow is not available to the healers, which is so sad. Even for a healer like Hortensia, who can easily meet the conditions for it. Quite easily. Still, I'm really happy about the Wrathful Staff Sacred Seal. It's at least something. Let us begin with the questions that you guys have left. As always, if you want me to answer any kind of question of yours, any summoning video, you can leave them in the comments with the hashtag question. The hashtag is very important, and I'm gonna get an engaged unit, but it's not a winter one, and it's Saline. Okay, plus defense. So the first question is by Bulbasaur617, and they're asking me, if you can give a Christmas gift to your favorite Fire Emblem character, who would it be and what would be the gift and why? Really nice question for the occasion and the banner. So obviously my favorite Fire Emblem character is Mercedes. I mean, cannot shut up about her. So I would definitely give her the Christmas gift, and for her, I think I would probably give her handcrafted like cloak or scarf. I think Mercedes would really appreciate that kind of personalized gift. And I would also give her a hand-drawn portrait of her and Emil. I think she would absolutely love that, so that would be my Christmas gift, I suppose. On a funny note, probably giving her all kinds of DVDs of the horror movies and everything, so she would also like that. And already I'm giving her the Christmas gift of Ice Lock Plus if I get extra Hortensia. So this could be the question of the day. Let me know in the comments, who would you give your Christmas gift to your favorite Fire Emblem character, and what kind of gift would it be and why? I would love to hear that, because it would, you know, show that you're thinking of this kind of Fire Emblem character as like a real life person almost, and trying to see what kind of gift they would like. I mean, gifting has been a thing with Fire Emblem games, with Three Houses, with Fates, I suppose. Alright, Fomortiis, can you just show up? I do have a feeling he might do well in A Hero Rises. I mean, he is good, but I don't think he is the top Far Savior or the top save tank per se. And last year, the Winter banner had all of the units which were best in their class. Like each and every one of them. That was insane. Winter Ninhoggr was so strong. Winter Ilgard was the best Gale Force unit of that time. Winter Byleth was the best Far Savior, although that didn't really last all that long, as we got Valentine Mer. And then, you know, Winter Dimitri was the best Axe Cavalier, and he could easily set up Vantage. Now his playstyle is a bit harder, I guess, as you have to engage and then, you know, have that Vantage. And we do have Hush Spectrum and everything, but still, he was really strong at that time as well. Compared to that, this Winter banner doesn't have the best in class per se. I mean, Hortensia is almost like the best cavalry healer, I guess you could ask for, but still. I'm gonna get another lean. I've got so many leans over the years. It's it's insane. I'm definitely gonna be sparking Hortensia, I think, because I wanna give Ice Lock to Mercedes, so gotta have 2 copies of her. And if I don't summon her, then she's getting sparked here. I think I'll probably run her with Resonance, I guess, at this point. Not Hortensia, but Mercedes. Hortensia doesn't really need that all that much, because she already has the damage reduction piercing. Okay, no Winter unit wants to show up here for me, which is a bit annoying. Okay. Yeah, the final summon for the spark. My scam bubble is only lit up by 1 as well, so not that much. Okay, I'll just spark Hortensia then. Does this have multiple sparks? Alright, Hortensia. Hopefully you can get summoned again so that I can fodder you to Mercedes for the Ice Lock. She already has the Poetic Justice and Holy Pressure, so no other fodder that could be useful to her. I would really love AoE special for a healer, but they're probably not going to be doing that. Right, so that is Hortensia, the only Winter unit I have summoned here. Oh yeah, it does have multiple sparks, that's good. Now let's go to the Nidhoggr and Laeradr banner, which I've also not summoned on, so I'll go for the full circles. I don't really mind getting the other units. I would definitely like getting Amelia here. Yeah, Amelia is on there, so she's the best blue unit from that. And Nidhoggr, yeah, just insane unit, honestly. Also, I like the fact that they've released Slick Fighter 4 and Wily Fighter 4 in a span of like 2 weeks. So armor units got a big buff. And at least they have good skills now if they don't want to run Shield Fighter, because Shield Fighter just makes you a pure tank. You're not going to be killing things unless you're Duo Fjorm, or if you have Briar save and you have a lot of true damage going for you. So a lot of armors can just run Slick Fighter, Wily Fighter, and run you know, their special of choice, Armored Blaze, Armored Beacon, and still hit really hard and use Twin Save. I would like to get Ninian from here. Unfortunately, the Winter Banner didn't really give me much here, but I'm hoping that Laeradr and Nidhoggr don't give me much more pain, especially Nidhoggr, who's probably going to be getting a New Year's ult, I think, because it is going to be Year of Snake for 2025. So maybe, you know, New Year's Galfig and New Year's Nidhoggr, I think. The next question is by Chrisley, and they're asking me, I was thinking about this the other day, but how do you feel about the ability to change the appearance of your weapons to other weapons, something like how Dragalia Laws did it, rest in peace. For example, I hate seeing my Xander not holding Siegfried and would love to change Arcane Elutnir to look like Siegfried. So he's still using Elutnir functionally, but appearance wise, he's having Siegfried. Yeah, I would actually really like it because it becomes like that meme from Toy Story. Everyone has got the same arcane weapon. So I would really like it. Like, they could just do it that for the player, it looks like the preferred weapon of that unit. Like, you know, Siegfried of Xander or Raijinto of Ryoma. You know, the iconic weapons that these characters are known for. And for the other players, it looks like an arcane weapon. So it's not there to, you know, just spook them in a sense. So you could just have the satisfaction of looking at your favorite character and their weapon instead of arcane weapon. Or they could just let you fuse the arcane weapons into the preferred weapon. So it could become like Arcane Siegfried. And then it has just the, you know, the things of Siegfried with Elutnir, the effects. But I really doubt it. Okay, I'm gonna get Eldig in here. Yeah, I mean, I would like him to have Mistletoe, but I mean, Elutnir looks good on him. Yeah, the aesthetic of every arcane weapon doesn't go with every unit. It does look a bit odd at times. And unfortunately, there's not much you could do to, you know, make the preferred weapon work out. Compared to these insane arcane weapons that we have got nowadays, people really want that change to the point where I try and make, you know, some kind of viable build with the preferred weapon of a unit whenever they get a Resplendent. Just because I know a lot of people are, you know, are just wanting to keep their preferred weapon and not change to an arcane weapon. I mean, arcane weapons are just better, but still, it does kind of hurt to be reminded that your unit is so old that they cannot function with their ledgering weapon or preferred weapon that they were known for. So that would definitely be one of the easier changes for them to do. You know, just make it player side basically. Like, Summoner support is already player side in a way. You don't really see that in Arena or Aether Raid's defense, so it would be something similar. It just does not have any kind of capacity of having bugs where it has sprite of the weapon, but it functions like an arcane weapon. That would be foul. Alright, 10%. No Laeradr, no Nidhoggr. Laeradr actually ended up being slightly underwhelming to me personally. He dies to everything so easily because of having that HP threshold in his weapon compared to Nidhoggr, who just has the full effect of her weapon at all times. Okay, I'm gonna get Shez here. Can you show up with your winter version, please? Yeah, the unit that almost killed Rooker Sieges is here. I love the fact that we have got the red version of her, the green, and the blue version of her. So if you have all three versions and you have the Shez emblem, in a sense, you could just destroy Rooker Sieges so easily. I mean, not that hard to do, but still. Alright. Nidhoggr is going to be probably getting rerun with a much better color share. Yeah, Kvasir is a bit of a dud here for many people. Even Laeradr not showing up here. Yeah, everyone seems to be not showing up, unfortunately, as I've been late to the summoning, so they're angry. At least I got Shez, so that's something. And if I have to spark, I think I would probably spark Laeradr, because colorless usually has much worse color shares than red, I feel like. And the upcoming color sharing of Nidhoggr is probably going to be better than Laeradr, I think. So yeah, I would have to spark Laeradr if I have to spark out of the two. Yeah, the color share of this banner is so underwhelming. And they released another Arcane Dagger while putting Sothir. Absolutely insane. I was expecting an Arcane Sword actually, because it's been a while and there's just so many sword units, which are favorites of many people. So I thought they would, make that. But it's probably going to be coming with the Arcane Lance in the next year. The December's Emblem Hero banner is going to be absolutely insane. We already have Ectinier, Hathrin confirmed. There are going to be Chooser Legends 8 units there. And there's going to be a Green Emblem Hero. There's Emblem Sigurd rerun as well. Emblem Ike rerun. So they could make another Emblem Blue, but I feel like they have to break the chain at some point. Otherwise, you would just be stuck making blue and red emblems to make them color share on their, reruns and stuff. So I think this is the perfect chance because the green color share is still pretty strong with Hathrin and Brave Alphonse. And a lot of people are going to be pulling for that kind of color share. I'm going to get Loki here. Yeah, she benefits tremendously from Ice Lock in Summoner Duels. I mean, it's map dependent, but still. And no Laeradr. So it seems like I'll have to spark him. Oh yeah, it seems like Nidhoggr is going to be color sharing with Riam, Marianne, and Marin on her rerun. So that's amazing. And Laeradr is going to be color sharing with Gulvig and Ledger Milalier. So yeah, I kind of remembered it. And usually the colorless sharing is just not that good. So here is Laeradr. There he is. I guess I'm going to choose him because he didn't give me quite as much trouble as Nidhoggr. So that's that. That's a reward. Barricade is honestly so amazing as a skill. Just absolutely curb stomps poor High Dragon Wall. But I definitely don't want to face this though in either raids as a Gale Force player. Alright, so that's the Laeradr and Nidhoggr banner. And I guess now I could do the free summons and then get to the Attuned Hector banner. Yeah, there's this arena summon. I got Ascended Adin last time, and it was so odd to get an Ascended unit as your free arena summon. Okay, Shiro showing up here. Yeah, speaking of older preferred weapons, he's definitely one. Who did I support him with? Oh yeah, Rajat. Okay. It was for, one of those theme battles. From the Double Special Heroes banner, I would definitely like to get... yeah, I would definitely like to get Summer Goldmere, but I'm not given the choice. So I think I'll go for the Greenstone here. we do have 5 tickets, and the next double special heroes is going to be having Duo Fiarm. So that is going to be quite strong. I'll try for the the Bluestone for Summer Gold Mary. Definitely an underrated melee tank because of her support. She can be just so incredibly annoying to take down if you're just covering her with a good Far Savior like Duo Fiarm. I did face a couple of times in Summoner duels with that. The next question is by Texas Gaming, and they're asking me, my question is, since we have started to get a new book, we're going to be having a lot of alts upcoming. Oh, I'm going to get Summer Gold Mary. Let's go. The question really helping me with that. So plus attack Gold Mary. Let's go. That is absolutely perfect. Yeah. So they were saying, but sometimes they feel like they are locked in the same archetype as always. For example, Chrom with movement and buff shenanigans, Igren, Lilina with AoE, Ike with Omni Tank, and they just feel like recolored power creep version of the older one. This Hector is a good example. You don't really have a tank / support version since Legendary, and I hope IS could continue to bring more variety to the future alts. Yeah, unfortunately, it's the case with just giving the food that you like, that you're used to you again and again, because that's your comfort food. And that's also the case of, just trying to make it so that the character loyalists that are summoning for that alt know what they're getting that, alt for, and they can replace their older version of that character, like Micaiah, for example. So I do think that that's probably influencing it, but yeah, I would really like, the differentiation factor. Like for Hector, he could easily have been more support oriented with a boosted Ostia pulse. I would have loved that. He could still have the stone terrain. That would be even more awesome. But I think they're really trying to reserve their development time, because it is going to be taking creativity for making a new type of alt for a character that's known for a certain archetype. But I think we're definitely feeling the fatigue at this point with how samey they can be. And they just compete with each other, or they completely blow the older version out of the water, like Brave Micaiah and Attuned Micaiah, for example. And they're again going to be remixing and refining Legendary Micaiah, so probably going to be something similar. I always thought that for these alts, they could try and use the alternate, classes or branch classes, or, friendship seal or anything like that, or the hidden talent in terms of 3 houses characters. Like, I remember Edelgard having a hidden talent for magic, I think. It was black magic, I think, or white magic. It was for something, but I always thought I would really like Edelgard alt, who was a tome unit instead of just being in armor with an extraction, even though I love the extractions. So I think they already have the source material. It's just the fact that they are not confident. But I mean, you gotta experiment with things. Even this Fomortiis is pretty much similar to that. I mean, this Winter banner is really guilty of that. And I've seen people say, it's kind of boring in that way, because this is, a fresh coat of paint. That's pretty much it. At least with like the last Winter banner, like Dimitri had the Vantage and thing, but still I guess you could argue for that as well. But here, like Alear already has the same skill. I actually got really excited that when I saw him save, then the realization kicked in that no, this is Laeradr's assigned decoy. I thought they would be armors again, like Byleth from last year. But I guess they didn't really want like 2 armors that do the same, you know, similar tanking. Alright. Let's hope I can get Attuned Hector at least. I'm happy that at least Uther got a decent stat line. And he didn't really get the Boars and the Oswin treatment here. So if you have the Otzi, he just becomes such a good Arcane Giant Axe user. Alright, this time I wouldn't mind getting extra rune because that Pulse Ploy is so amazing for compression on so many of these high resistance units that we keep getting. Especially the older ones, they would love to have this. And for the Arcane Truth Fire mages, this is so good for the AoE pre-charging. I still have 3 tickets left, so hopefully Attuned Hector could show up. I am gonna be loving the fodder of Layla. The new Kanto lookout that she has got is so amazing for daggers. Especially if you're, you know, infantry dagger. But again, it kind of, you know, makes her suffer the same weakness as Rion Marianne, where you don't want to face, you know, Kanto control. Because even if you stack multiple Kanto, you cannot really cancel out Kanto control whatsoever. So, okay, tickets not giving me much here. I did like Arcane Tempest quite a bit as a dagger, but honestly, I like the special jump of Sly Knife here and the true damage. Plus attack rune, okay. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be really merging him because I just need 1 rune for my free-to-play guides. And the rest of them I can just fodder for Pulse Ploy, which I really value. And he also gives you Flare and Slice's Mirror at the same time, so amazing fodder. It is unfortunately infantry locked, so doesn't really help the other high resistance movement types. Morgan, okay, Attuned Hector just not showing up. They've given us like 2 units to duplicate all of the armor fodder with the Atzi and Attuned Hector, and for such a long time we just had Rion Grima. So that's just so much help when it comes to keeping your fodder bank. Right, yeah, we're just not getting Uther whatsoever. Already got Rune, but Layla would be pretty nice. Oh yeah, I've been summoning on the blue stone and it doesn't have any focus unit. My bad. I almost forgot that this banner doesn't want the full circles. I mean, this just came out like a few days ago, so we already know how things go in Fae. It's already old. Yeah, that must be painful to watch, but hopefully I can get Hector as compensation, or at least like Uther, Layla. I wouldn't like any more blue stones though. I absolutely forgot, and then I was like, why am I summoning on the blue stone again? This banner doesn't seem to have any blue unit. The next question is by the real Govika. As I'm reading the question, I'm gonna get Uther. Alright. So let's hope. Okay, minus attack plus resistance. He does have 4 super boons. So their question is, when was the best era of Fae for beginners? Now, book 3, book 4, or launch? Thanks for your content. It always brightens my day. Thanks so much for a question, and definitely not now. For a beginner, I mean, you would just drown in the description of these skills. You would not know what to do. There's just so many things, so many menus. I mean, it is going to be taking a while, but still, I don't think it is that friendly for a beginner right now. Even launch, I wouldn't say it was the best for a beginner. Probably book 4 if I had to say, because at that time we got the Spark, and I think that's really beginner friendly. And we also had a good amount of units from each game, so you could have your choice. And you also had many books that you could play. We had a decent amount of free-to-play units in terms of power. So that would be my pick. I think book 4 was really beginner friendly in like 2020, I would say. So it was pretty manageable back then. And I still remember a good amount of new players would, come into the game during that time. We had good amount of game modes. It was, definitely balanced. I mean, relatively balanced in FEH terms, but still. All right, no blue stone. I just have to remind myself before I do the same mistake. All right, no Layla or Hector. Just need to get Hector or Layla, and then I could just spark the other. Already got Uther, which is pretty nice. Oswin is not going to be in the pool until the banner is over. I do like his lance. For like an inheritable lance, it's definitely not bad. They just randomly gave him the attack defense variant of like Samartharja's weapon out of nowhere. Alright, just colorless stone. Come on, Layla. Merlin is showing up with the funny Refine. Yeah, I love what they did with this Refine. Just making him a supportive unit, because, I mean, there's no way you could salvage that kind of attack stat. Maybe like switching the attack stat with the enemy. Some unit could have that, like have 10 base attack and they just switch that with the enemy during the combat, and then they tank easily. God, that would be funny. That would be like Shuckle. I think that was the thing that Shuckles would do. That was one of the things, other than setting up the sticky web and dying. I'm pretty eager to see what they do with Halloween Saint's weapon Refine, because he is a really unique unit and his Refine is coming up. I remember so many people got him as a one-off. He just needs like some more effects to be fun again, not really be an insane unit. Alright, Hector, you gotta show up, man. You gotta show up here. Set up the stone terrain. Would be incredibly funny if all of the Elite Lords get their attuned versions and they're just wearing each other's clothing as disguises. Like Eliwood wearing Hector's clothing and then killing his horse in the process with all of that armor. And Lyn could just show up as Hector as well, or Eliwood. Or Eliwood could show up as Lyn. So I think here, I think I'm definitely going to be going for Hector here. Yeah. Let's spark Hector. Unfortunately did not get Layla, but that's fine. Yeah. Getting Hector is a lot more important for his fodder. Yeah, distant counter echo. I mean, a lot of units probably just want to run more stats for their Sacred Seal, so it does help. But a lot of, armors that are to be used in Arena kind of want to have this encounter, melee Sacred Seal for the scoring. But this also means that you could just have them on another melee unit if you have them on your core. And I'm gonna get Duo Alear. Let's go. Okay. I don't think they have the English voice acting for their Duo Conversation. I don't think. Okay, but still I'm gonna, read it. I'm gonna get plus attack, minus resistance. That's amazing.
2階の冬祭りで まさか私自身に会えるだなんて。感激です、リュール。
私もです、リュール。見てください、衣装までお揃いですよ。
これは森人たちが用意してくれたんです。クランとフランが布や装飾を大量に集めてきて、
その中からバンドレがいいものを見繕い、器用に仕立て上げてくれたのですよね。
ご名答です。そちらも同じだったみたいですね。
その言葉、そのままお返しします。こうしているとまるで鏡を見ているよう。
空も喜んでいます。私たちが楽しそうで嬉しいのですね。
この子はあなたの世界から？私の世界にいたことは違った感じですが、とても可愛いです。
いえ、私の空ではありません。てっきりあなたが連れてきたのかと。
ではもしかして迷子？もしくは一人きりでここに来たのでしょうか？
どちらにせよ放っておきません。ソラネルから遠く離れて心細いでしょう。
私たちみんな別の世界から来ているようですが、ここでは一緒に楽しみませんか？
全く同じことを思っていました。お祭りは賑やかな方がいいですから。それにあなたといるとなんだか懐かしくて、心が軽くなる不思議な心地がするんです。
同じ存在ということもありますが、私も遠い昔に置いてきた何かを取り戻したような心地です。もしかしたらこれは母さんや紋章師たちの導きなのかも。
であればなおさら思い切りお祭りを楽しまないといけませんね。行きましょう、リュール、ソラ。
Yeah, the Sami not belonging to any one of them was definitely not the plot twist I was expecting. Okay, now just need to get Fomortiis here. And then we could spark. No, I cannot spark another Hortensia. That's not how the multiple sparking works, unfortunately. Yes, Sami is the cutest part. I just love him. Lapis is showing up. I get so many Lapis. Oh my god. Let's actually try on the Bluestone. I mean, I could get another Alear. I wouldn't mind that with the Spiked Wall. I love Spiked Wall as a skill. Such an amazing thing for so many of the units that don't want to run, you know, Lagoo's Friend. Or Reopening, for that matter. So, I still haven't gotten Shez. Colorless Stones are not showing up because Hortensia probably knows her fate. So hopefully in the remaining orbs, I'm able to get the winter units, which I'm missing. Fomortiis giving me a hard time. Not sure if I'm going to be able to reach the spark with the summons. It's kind of odd that they didn't give Kanto to Shez, but I guess they're expecting players to give the Kanto lookout skill from Layla to her. This banner does last for a while, so most people can check out the Emblem Hero. That is probably going to be really good. And the newer banner. 2 colorless stones, so more chances to get Hortensia, so that makes me happy. Hopefully I can get like a plus speed version of her. She's not that bad when it comes to nuking, at least, having the piercing. And it's kind of weird that Alear doesn't have piercing. I mean, they kind of do in their duo button, but I thought, you know, a unit like that would have it in their kit. Because you can only, you know, have your duo button always. But I guess you could make an argument that nowadays we have so much unpierceable and flat damage reduction being thrown everywhere that, you know, having damage reduction piercing sometimes doesn't really do too much. But still, I guess it's nice to have. Alright, 2 colorless stones. I just need more red stones for Fomortiis. And a healthy rate of colorless stones with Hortensia. The next question is by Necrozoma, and they're asking me, hey PM1, I've always been a fodder hoarder, but realized that all the 2 to 4 year old skills I've got, stuff like tier 4 solo, push, unity, time pulse, just don't have much relevance in today's fast-paced meta. What do you recommend doing with the stockpile of these skills? Would you consider making a mid-budget option in future build guides? Yeah, actually I could probably try and do that. I kind of don't show a lot of these, solo skills and stuff, just, for not making people think like, what are you recommending in a guide like solo scale really in 2024? Even though its purpose could be something else, like being mid-budget. Usually I recommend, the Divine Codes things and the cat skills. I still think that Unity and Time Pulse 3 still has usage, but yeah, tier 4 solo skills just kind of suck. That's why I kind of just give the fodder to whatever unit I've got nowadays, because skills just get outclassed so fast nowadays. It's insane. So you might as well just make the use of them and get the worth out of them instead of saving them forever. So I mean, there has to be a moderation between killing every unit and then hoarding every unit, somewhere in between, I suppose. But that's pretty much what I do nowadays. So yeah, I would definitely try and include those kinds of options if the other expensive skills are not there. But I would probably have to give a lot of disclaimers when recommending something like a solo skill or a push skill right now. Alright, 3 colorless stones, that's pretty good. But pretty much, I guess, if you don't have the expensive skill, which I'm using, you could just try and, substitute that with these kinds of skills that you might have in access, like, solo skills or push skills. I still use, like, push skills on my units on my free-to-play account, because I just do not have, Sparrow or Flared Sparrow to give to them. Or, no, Sly Sparrow, rather. Right. No Shez luck so far. I am getting colorless stones, but Hortensia does not want to show up again. My Mercy definitely needs the food here. So I'm gonna still keep trying. 4%, no off focus unit, so not a lot of charges there. Yeah, that could have helped me. 50 orbs to go. I'm glad that this banner has got another spark. Yeah, they also need to have every banner with like multiple sparks at this point. Like, why not? Like, it helps so much for the people that are trying to collect units. Alright. Yeah, no Fomortiis here. I feel like with the amount of red save units that we have gotten, we're gonna get like so many blue nukes next year. Right now there's mainly a Brave Bernie, but we have got like Nagi, Nidhoggr, Attuned Hector. We have got here Fomortiis, another red savior. So they're just gonna be making a lot of blue nukes to make them good. No redstone again, unfortunately, in this patch. That would have been helpful. Wow, no Hortensia. I'm glad that I sparked her. At least got one copy of her. Yeah, it doesn't seem like I'm gonna be able to get to the spark here. Gonna be a bit shy of it. Yeah, it would have been nice to have those orbs that I spent on the blue stones like an idiot on the Attuned Hector banner. Come on, Shez, you gotta show up. Nobody's showing up here. I need the Demon King. Should I summon with the 12 orbs? I feel like I'm gonna get a full batch of redstones if I do it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna not do that. I don't have the best experience with that. That just hurts so much. So let's move on to my free-to-play account and see what's up. On the free-to-play account, I've saved up over 450 orbs, all for the emblem hero. So I'm eagerly waiting for her, and it's probably gonna be her, seeing the pattern. So here is the orb balance. All of these are completely free-to-play orbs on the free-to-play account. So I don't think I'm gonna be spending too many orbs here. I really want to get Attuned Hector though. I just do not have good modern far saviors, unfortunately. I really wanted redstone here for Gullvig or lapis for gale forcing, but it seems like I would just have to go with the bluestone here. I really want to get Attuned Hector and then Nidhoggr, possibly Laeradr, but there's no way I'm going to be able to summon for all of them. And December's Emblem Hero banner just has way too much value. I don't have Hathrin, I don't have Ecthenir, so that would help. And Proud Lapis is going to be showing up. That's another Gale Forcinet in my toolkit. So yeah, cannot have too many of them. So I could just use her. I mean, I mostly use Felix and Emblem Sigurd, but still, she does have a niche with that. Yeah, there's some expensive builds that you could run with her. So I got Lapis. I hope I can get Gullvig as well. Her extra actions are absurd. The duo button. Just need to kill the duo Fjorm first on the opposing team to have any kind of success, or really any of these modern far saviors we have got. Summer Gullvig does not do much against them, unfortunately. 2 tickets left. I was really lucky and I said it at the wrong time. I'm gonna get colorless stones. I would like a clan here. Okay, yeah, let's go. At least he's got the finish kill. I'm gonna get a 5-star clan. Okay. Completely neutral IV. Wow. So he does have finish and tempo. The free-to-play account has got some luck. I'm so happy. Maybe I'll be able to get Attuned Hector at this rate. Just please give me Summer Gullvig here. Nope. Not showing up. I miss using Brave Gullvig. I used to use her so much, but we just got better at Gale Force units and initiators. Here, I think Byleth is definitely one to chase after for his special with my free summon. Gatry is probably going to be on the Path of Radiance holoforms at this rate. I'm so excited for their holoforms. Ileana, Shannon, and Jill all got good weapon refines, and it is going to be in January. They are going to be able to get some useful skills. Happy is still pretty nice. I still get surprised by her time to time from my usage in Arena Assault. She's just able to kill things. It's going to be going for the greenstone here for Grima. I didn't really have her. And yeah, the Tempest Trial banner. I only have male Lear, like 2 copies. So let's hope I can get the female Lear. And now's the time where the luck has to shine for the free-to-play account for getting Nidhoggr or Laeradr. Okay, 2 redstones. I think I want to try my luck and see if I can get Nidhoggr or Laeradr. I do not have Loki as a Dark Mythic. I would just like to get Laeradr so that I could update that. So I'm gonna be spending few orbs here. I'm gonna get Rearm Soth. Okay, I don't mind that. His fodder is good with Disarm Potent, but I wish this was Laeradr. And minus speed. Alright. Come on, Nidhoggr, you gotta show up. At least to just give me pain. Nope, she's not gonna be showing up. 4 tickets for the Attuned Hector banner. Just keep giving me the redstones. Again, I don't really have a modern Far Savior. I'm still using Winter Byleth on my Aetherite's defense. And again, he's 1 year old, so that's ancient in Fey terms. I never really pulled for like a new Far Savior. I mean, I did try, but I wasn't lucky for getting them on my free summon. Attuned Hector is sparkable, but I think I wanna try on the emblem banner first, because that doesn't have good history with me for giving me the unit I want. Final ticket. Can you please just give me redstones? Thank you. I'll try here. For Attuned Hector, nope. Soleil showing up. That's fine. Maybe I'll get the Emblem Hero on the free summon. Or maybe Fomortiis could show up on the free summon. Yeah, that would be another modern Far Savior, but nope. It seems like free-to-play accounts luck has run out in this session. But yeah, that is going to be my summoning session. Really excited for the Emblem Hero banner coming up. Let me know how your summons went. And make sure to check out the video on your screen. It is going to be my breakdown to the Winter banner. And make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because YouTube sub boxes are about as functional as the amount of Fomortiis I summoned in this session. So with that, so I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.